How's it going, everybody? We've only got two more, little over half of a page of a column, and then we'll be done with James. And what awaits us next? I think, if I'm not mistaken, we go to the Gospel of John. Y'all have no idea how good. I can't believe I didn't remember that. Y'all have no idea what a gospel that is. That is the quintessential gospel of election and predestination. It is absolutely going to blow your minds how good all of that is. So I'm very excited about it. And let me finish loading everything. And by the way, in Daniel, of course, the king got tricked. And Daniel ended up, and the king lamented that he had to stick with the law of the Medes and the Persians, which altereth not, even though he was king. Once he signed it, they must carry it through. And Daniel was spared. The Lord at that particular time, obviously, the Lord does not spare, the sheep. They must suffer tribulation. Jesus died. The apostles died. As far as we know, for everything that they did. And but Daniel in this Old Testament story was spared, and it seemed like just lived a normal life. But he was captive in Babylon his entire, since he was a child. So anyway, as we are wrapping up James, and I think we all agree it's a different type of epistle. And you really have to read between the lines. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. And of course, we remember that movie Hollywood did called Tender Mercy. And just goes to show you, they always name their movies after the Bible. I mean, the Bible is what they make fun of. They don't make fun of all the other world religions. They just did a movie called Babylon. Brad Pitt did a movie called Babel. Anne was in Babylon. I can't think of them all right now, but it's never ending. But above all things, my brethren, swear not, neither by heaven, neither by the earth, neither by any other oath, but let your yea be yea, and your nay, nay, lest ye fall into condemnation. So what does Mystery Babylon do? Well, they swear by an oath. Of course they do. Is any among you afflicted? Let him pray. Is any merry? Let him sing psalms. Is any sick among you? Let him call for the elders of the church, and let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of the Lord. And the prayer of faith shall save the sick, and the Lord shall raise him up. And if he have committed sins, they shall be forgiven him. We'll get to the, I think, next 4 or 5 verses, and we'll be done with James tomorrow. I've enjoyed, doing my best to teach it. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. But I'm ready for John. I'm ready for that gospel. And 4 great beasts came up from the sea, diverse from one another. I am in the wrong spot. There is no way this is where we're at. Aha. And we are at We're at Daniel, and it's 6:24 through 7:2. And the king commanded, and they brought those men which had accused Daniel, the tricksters, that talked the king and used the king's pride to sign into law that nobody can make any type of prayer or supplication unto any type of God except for the king. So the king was like, yeah, I'll sign that. Not even thinking that Daniel had his own God that he prayed to, and that they were trying to snare Daniel and have him killed off, because they were all jealous because Daniel was a top ruler in the kingdom. The king had appointed him. Just had the king before him, Nebuchadnezzar. Well, two kings before him, the king of Babylon. This is the king of the Medes and the Persians. So, and the king commanded, and they brought those men which had accused Daniel and set the king up for failure, and they cast them into the den of lions, them, their children, their wives, and the lions had the mastery of them, and break all their bones in pieces, or ever they came at the bottom of the den. Then King Darius wrote unto all people, nations, and languages that dwell in all the earth, peace be multiplied unto you. I make a decree that in every dominion of my kingdom men tremble and fear before the God of Daniel, for he is the living God and steadfast forever. In his kingdom, that which shall not be destroyed, and his dominion shall be even unto the end. He delivereth and rescueth and worketh signs and wonders in heaven and in earth, who hath delivered Daniel from the power of the lions. So this Daniel prospered in the region of Darius the Mede, and in the region of Cyrus the Persian. So it was Darius, it was the Medes and the Persians of a combined group. Darius the Mede, Cyrus the Persian. All right, let's get into chapter 7. This is your Horn of Daniel 7 Antichrist chapter. In the first year of Belshazzar, the king of Babylon, so we're backtracking now, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea. I love you all very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.